Hey everybody, it's Mike Sully Sullivan, and this is your virtual players meeting for MVP Disc Sports and Circuit Events present Gyroscope number 4, the Matador. The Matador is played at Bull Run Regional Park. There are two things you should know about that. First is that this course was sort of half redesigned up until just a few months ago, when the Bull Run Bullies, whose names you'll see on many of the tee signs at this event as sponsors, have done a lot of work building tees, cleaning up the course, cleaning up lines, clearing underbrush, and generally making this into, for my money, one of the better woods disc golf courses in the area. The other thing you need to note is it's the season for the Festival of Lights at Bull Run. That means we need to be out of the park, not just done, not just awards handed out of the park by 4:30 p.m. We're going to be playing a mixed layout here at the Matador. You'll be able to tell whether or not you're at the correct tee pad because only the tee pads we're playing will have tee stakes with color-coded signs having the tee number, the par, and the distance. Only the tees we're playing will have those signs. If you do not see that sign, you are not at the right tee. Like many park courses, this is subject to flooding. So the ground is going to be a little squishy probably still on Tuesday. I recommend waterproof shoes, and I will have shoe booties available as part of your player pack. We're looking back down the fairway of 11 toward 10's basket, and it is all, you can't really tell maybe on this video, but it is all slippery muck. It's been 5 days since the last rain, and the terrain here is still really squishy, really nasty. So we are not going to be playing holes 10 or 11. Because we're only doing 16 holes, when you're adding up your scorecard, please remember that the back 9 is not going to be 27 because there's not going to be 9 holes on the back of your scorecard. So just count it manually. Here on hole 12 at Bull Run, we have examples of pretty much the only OB on the course. That is paved road and across. That does include the parking lot if you're on hole 9 or 18. And then here at the creek, where you can see we've got painted orange lines denoting OB on either side of the creek, and the bridges are in bounds. Bridges are in bounds. We also have the Festival of Lights out here. Those are relief areas, which means if your disc lands within a meter of the lights, you treat it as OB but play without a penalty stroke. That means you get your meter relief off of the lights and then you play it from there with no penalty. This is mandatory. Here by 17's baskets and an 18's fairway, we see the shelter over there and the pool fence, inside the pool fence, and inside the shelter over here are all out of bounds. For shelter, we're going to use the fairway side of the fence posts, and we're going to sight between the fairway sides of those fence posts as the OB line. All right, here's hole 3's blue tee over there, shooting across the OB creek here and to a white basket down that way. And you'll see right here there's a mandatory left on this tree to keep you from hyzering over 16's green. You need to stay left of that Mando tree. There is a Mando miss line spray painted to the right, and there is a drop zone if you miss it, flagged right over here, spray paint and flags pointing right at the basket. So if you miss the mandatory, you're throwing 3 from the drop zone, or you can re-tee. Hole 17, we're playing the white tee. You can see the tee stake there. We're going to play to the blue basket on this hole, and there is a mandatory. You will notice there is an M with an arrow here. That is not your mandatory for this tournament. We'll be observing a Mando farther up. A Mando left. You must pass to the left of the Mando to keep you away from 18's blue tee. And if you miss that Mando, there is a Mando miss line spray painted, just like 3, and just like 3, you have the option to throw from the drop zone or re-tee.